What's going on, YouTube? This is the third episode of Real Talk Radio, where we cover everything hip-hop and entertainment. Today, it's another day in hip-hop. Rest in peace to Jay the Youngin. Lost his life at 24 years old down in Louisiana. And like I've said in the two episodes before this, when we glamorize and make it fashionable to be in the hood, to rep and put on for gangs, then we can't be upset, nor can we be surprised when our favorite rappers lose their lives. Once again, there are no rules of this street shit. Rapping is a way out for a lot of these guys from the streets. A lot of these guys don't have other skills and talents that they can invest themselves in. These guys don't have skills and talents where they can make a career of the skills and talents they have. Rapping for a lot of these dudes is the skill and talent that they have. And once again, we got rappers throwing their lives away because of the perpetuation that is fashionable and glamorous to be in the hood, to live in the hood, to drive a Rolls Royce Lambo in the hood when you have a way out. I mean, this is probably the 20, 30th rapper in the last couple of years that have lost their lives unexpectedly. And at a certain point, as fans of the music, we just gotta look at shit the way it is and not the way we want it to be. These dudes putting on and repping gangs. We stream the music. Major labels aren't cutting these guys deals because these aren't established rappers. These are up-and-coming local rappers that, because of how we stream music, anybody can blow up with a little following. But once again, in this case of Jay the Youngin, he got shot apparently with his dad, and he didn't survive. And I kind of want to tie two topics together that don't really have anything to do with each other. If we look at Tekashi 6ix9ine situation, Tekashi wanted respect and love from Treyway without putting in the work. And look at what that cost him. He wanted love and respect, but he bypassed the putting in the work. Now we listen to Tekashi talk about how they kidnapped and they fucked his baby mama and they extorted him and all types of shit that come with a life in the streets, especially for somebody that didn't put in the work. There's people that I know closely that they want to convince me that Tekashi was done wrong. I'm all about respect in life. I don't need the love more than I need the respect. Matter of fact, I want both. But if I got to do without one, I don't need the love. I want the respect. Some of us are so willing to throw our lives away for instant gratification, not thinking that the shit that we involve ourselves in can get us put away for 10 to 20 years. So back to the point, in the case of Tekashi, he expected a love and respect that he wasn't deserving of. And of all the charitable things that I see Tekashi do online, going to South American countries, giving money away to poor families, when it comes to the rap and his impact on society and the culture, we let somebody put on and rep and make it fashionable, and then when it got too hot in the kitchen, he told. There ain't nothing solid about that. Even if they fuck this baby mama, there's nothing real about that. There's nothing to glamorize about that. There's nothing fashionable about that. Tekashi really feel like those guys should have stayed solid and loyal to him. And when you look at it from a hood street perspective, for somebody that didn't put in no work, for somebody that was much younger than the guys in Treyway, that was unreasonable. And the point I'm making is, on one hand, we let somebody rap and make it fashionable and glamorize a life of crime, glamorize a life in the streets. Then when you got charged and indicted with the same guys that you wanted this love from, that you expected this love from, you told on the guys. On the other hand, we got guys that are really in the streets like that really live like that really tote that Glock on their waist like that. But guess what? People getting shot and killed every day. Just having a gun on your waist isn't going to save you. So, on one hand, you got Tekashi that literally has turned the rap and the understanding that goes along with being in the streets, that has been turned upside down. Then on another hand, you got a lot of these younger rappers that are official, but they can't see past today. And it's sad. Dudes throwing their life away for the perpetuation of a lie. For the perpetuation of, you can lose your life behind repping this shit. The ops that you instigating and antagonizing, the blood that's been shed between two different sides, you got a little bag now. You making a little money now. Instead of really focusing on the music and really honing in on your craft, all we see online is the instigation and retaliation of conflicts ongoing in the streets. And the sad part about it is, it's hitting closer and closer and closer to home. Most of these guys losing their lives are up and coming rappers. Jada Young at 24 years old, not even in his prime. You look at Tekashi, when all of that went down, he popped relatively quick. Tekashi's still only, 27 or so? Really in his prime right now. But we throwing our lives away because of the perpetuation of something that can take our lives. We putting on for something that can cost us our lives and our freedom. For what? Clout. For the ability to stunt on a female. The same female that's going to be on to the next when you lose your life. The same female that's going to be on to the next when you get hit with RICO. But the problem we have is we glamorize and we make it fashionable to live in the streets. And anybody that's in the streets knows there's no rules of this shit. You can lose your life out here. There is no coach. There's no referees. There's no commissioner to oversee shit. It's every man for ourselves, by any means necessary. And this is the sad part about a life in the streets, because as much as rap music is a reflection of the streets, what about that pain? What about the mom that got to bury their fucking sons and daughters? What about the innocent bystanders that get struck by bullets, that get killed by gunfire in every major city all across the United States? That's the cost of that street shit. You supposed to hustle to get ahead. We got little niggas in the cities running up on regular people every day. Some of these motherfuckers ain't been taught no etiquette with this shit. You leave regular Joes alone, you get the money. The money is supposed to offset the bullshit. Everything niggas do out here in the streets, everything we see on the news is bullshit. And it ain't about the money. And we got people losing their lives because of the impression.